Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
Helamella WX.
And today, me and Helamella over here are going to do a updated weather radio collection. Now, before I start with this, you guys are gonna be, what did he do to his table? Well, it's simple. I decorated it for Christmas. Because that's the one thing we gotta wait for now. November is over, zip zero, done for. Now December's on its way, which is actually tomorrow. So, screw the rest of the holidays. Christmas is what we're waiting for. And I already got my HH ready as well. I have a little Santa hat that I put on the antenna. As you can see, fits perfectly. But doesn't it look so cute with that thing on? Anyway, kind of like what SPC Paramus 8900 does with his HH. But anyway, let's get started. So, first radio. What should we start with? I think we'll start with this row right here. First radio, the Radio Shack 12-519. I've had this radio since April 3rd of this year. Yes, April 3rd, if you guys are wondering, is the same day that I got that tornado warning along with a bunch of SVRs, because that was a pretty active severe weather day, and it works just fine.
Sunset tonight is at 5:12 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 7:14 a.m. This is the NOAA Weather Radio, all hazards.
Switch to KJY 85 as usual. Yep. And there's the siren. Siren right there. Alright, enough of that. And as you noticed now, you should have noticed this by now, but I put some fake snow underneath all my radios as well. We'll get to that in a minute. So, that's the Radio Shack 12-519. Next radio. Javier Zeton Zone Guard. Oh man, where do I start with this? I had this thing since August. I've almost had it for 5 months now. August 17th is when I got this radio. Although it's been having some power issues with the jack on the back, pun intended, it's been working fine.
2.40 and the relative
Bit staticky, but what? Oh, there we go.
The wind was calm. The pressure was 30.
It's a bit staticky because probably because from the interference with the lights, but other than that, when I back away from it, the signal does get better. So, yeah. Another thing I should tell you about this radio, for those of you who don't know, I traded Javier, or NorCal Dude 599 on YouTube, my broken 519 that only ran on batteries, and now he has it all the way up at his house in Northern California, near Redding. And now, this Californian Zone Guard is now down here in North Carolina. Yeet. It works fine. Unfortunately, I can't do an alert test on it because it's an Eton. What do you expect? Anyway, that's the Eton Zone Guard. Next radio. Rarest radio I own so far. Uniden Bearcat WX 100.
Greenville, Spartanburg. It was cloudy with a temperature of 63. Once again at 6 p.m. at the Charlotte Airport. It was 62 degrees and mostly cloudy.
This thing has been working fine ever since. This radio was made in late 2000 or possibly early 2001. I've heard 2001, but I could be wrong. I got this radio on June 28th of this year, and no problems with it whatsoever. Let's do the siren test. 2, 3, 4 as usual for statement. Watch and warning. You might want to cover your ears, guys. Okay, it's not that loud, but you get the point. It sounds like a nuclear alarm. Like in the nuclear plants. When something's going wrong, Jim! Press the alarm button! We're gonna evacuate the building now! Okay, enough of that. That's the Uniden Bearcat WX100. Next radio. The Radio Shack 12-996. Now, this radio is a remarkable piece of machinery right here. I got this on May 31st of this year. No problems with it whatsoever.
Cloudy. Lows in the upper 30s. Monday, mostly sunny. Highs around 60. Monday night.
Lows in the upper 30s, eh? It's gonna get chilly. It's a sign that winter is coming. And the FM radio works fine if I can... I don't want to tune to any music station for copyright purposes, but...
He says Alexa could cause some workers to get distracted or worry about eavesdropping, but he says companies, like people, love to simplify.
Alexa's been a runaway hit in the consumer.
That is 90.7 WFA FM. Yeah, in Charlotte. And this radio is also very remarkable for DXing. Same siren as the 519 and the 12-991 and the 12-993, which I don't have. Next radio. That's the 996. Next radio. The Midland HH54 VP2. I got this radio the same day I got my 996, and it has also been working fine.
9 p.m. The record high is 76 degrees, which was set in 1991. Today's low
Yes, it's a version 16 because it has the high button beeps. Very nice radio. And it does look cute for the holidays because it's got this mini hat like I mentioned earlier in the video. I mean, even Melissa thinks it's adorable, don't you? I mean, look at it.
Yes, I do. It's very cute. I like it.
That looks nice. Just jiggles the hat when it gets an alert. Very cool radio, I must say. Yeah.
That always makes me think of a candy cane, and I really like that.
Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, alert test. This is a very fast alert test. Awesome alert test. So that's the Midland HH54 VP2. Next row. Here's an oldie, but a goodie. The Midland 74-109. Now, let me tell you guys a little backstory of how I got this. When I went to Asheville for my brother's soccer game one time, I decided to go to the local Goodwill store. And what do I find sitting in the electronics pile? This frickin' thing. I found this in a thrift shop. No lie. I got the AC adapter along with it for free! And it works just fine.
It was partly cloudy. The temperature was 59 degrees. In Monroe, it was cloudy.
I mean, for $2.99 for a working weather radio, although it's old, I just couldn't let that go. I just had to get it. And the alert test is just classic. And if you guys are annoyed by these types of sirens, like I am, you might want to cover your ears or lower your volume. So, Melissa, are you ready? You might want to lower it.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm good.
Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. That is old-fashioned, isn't it? Gotta love it.
Yes, it is.
Gotta love it. Gotta love 1980s to 1990s technology, and the lights are becoming a bit loose. Gotta sort that out. There we go. Anyway, next row. And the back. Next radio. The Midland WR300. That one's terrible signal.
Highs in the
Wait a minute. I got it.
northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
There we go.
Friday night, partly cloudy and
Yeah, it has a bit of a bad signal at the moment, probably because these lights are in the way. I'm not sure, but I'll fix it later. Probably
southeast winds around 5 miles.
it is that.
Partly cloudy.
It's got to be that.
Lows in the upper 30s. South winds
Oh,
around
wait.
becoming
I'll fix it later. I got this radio in July. I don't know the exact date. And I got this in October. So... yeah, that's the... oh, and this also has FM radio.
He sighed. This is the last trip I'm taking with you, snapped his son. You're more interested in what...
That's the freaking gospel station don't know the call sign of. Next radio, right next to the WR300, is the version 2 Midland WR100. This probably has a bad signal too.
Night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain.
Oh, it doesn't? For once, it doesn't have a bad signal. Hell, it might even activate for next week's test. If it cooperates. You can't do alert test on this one because it's a version 2. I think they implemented the alert test feature on these WR100s starting version 3 and higher. But yeah.
High temperature.
But there is a benefit to that, an older version, because if I reset the radio real quick, and if I turn it back on, you can see that pretty statement white. That pretty green statement white. Okay. But yeah, this one has a statement light. Set the time again. Unlike the later versions, which have the advisory light. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, get to the version 5 in a minute. That's the version 2. I got that in August. And then 2 days later, I got a TOR for Davidson! September 1st. Yeah, even she knows. Even she knows. 2 days later. Oh, man. Next radio. Midland WR120EZ. This radio. What?
That was my favorite, I have to say.
The TOR for Davidson?
No, the 120. That one's my personal favorite. I had to say that.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's my favorite, too. Not only because I've had it for the longest time. 5 years! But it's been working fine ever since. But I did run into a little problem with it. Actually, 2 problems. One, the faceplate finally came off. Old glue, I suspect. It looks wonky without it. But not only that, it gets even worse from there. The version 2 has the same friggin' problem.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Hold on, let me show this to Melissa. Look, the rare broken faceplates of the WR100 and 120s.
Oh my god. How does that even know? That's not how any of this works.
Well, I can understand why the faceplate came out of the version 2 because it's from 2002. But the 120 is from 2011, yet somehow the glue already worn out on it. And I got this in 2012.
At Hickory, 60 at Greensboro, 56 at Raleigh-Durham, 62 at Wilmington, and 60 at Asheville.
Yeah, great radio, I must say. Plus, the other flaw is that the antenna sort of broke, so I had to put some duct tape inside it just to secure it, but it's all good now. Alert test. This one is surprisingly loud for what it is. Next radio. The Midland WR100 version 5. I got this one in May. And surprisingly, it does not have a high-pitched squeal of death yet.
It's around 5 miles an hour, becoming north after midnight. Friday, patchy fog in the morning.
Works great. Alert test. Those button beeps and that alert test, you cannot go wrong with that. It's the nostalgia of weather radio history. It really is. Anyway, final radio. Oh man, time flies. The final radio in the arsenal of radios that I own. The Sangean CL100. I got this since October. I've had it for a month now.
60s.
Oh, a little lower.
Sunday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 30s. Monday, mostly sunny.
It works brilliantly, although the antenna has gone wonky. It won't stay. Right, see that? See what it just did there? It won't stay for some reason. I think the bearings are broken, if there even is any. Plus,
No big joyful smiles, but
awesome reception for DXing, especially AM DXing. Because look at this. This is 840 WHAS, all the way in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm receiving it from North Carolina on my Sangean. Look, here.
WHAS.
Far out. That'd be cool.
Yeah, WHAS 840. Now, let's tune to 90.7 WFAE FM, just so there's no copyright infringements on this video. So, yeah. You know what that is? I'm pretty sure that's not copyrighted, but whatever. Oh, we forgot to do one thing. The siren test! Now, I should warn you. The Sanjian, when it comes to alert tests, is the king of loudness. The thing is a freaking bass machine on FM mode, and it will wake you the hell out of bed when you get a warning at 3 a.m. It really will if you set it on high mode, which is what I have it set to. So, I should warn you guys, if you watched my unboxing of this particular radio, and I did the siren test, you guys should be aware that this sucker is gonna be loud. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That sucker's one loud SOB, I tell you that. But it does the job, though. You know what? I've actually heard that another person who owns this radio, Melissa, he actually damaged the speaker from testing the siren too long on high. I'm serious. Yeah, that actually happened. So that just shows you how capable that siren is. That thing is louder than any of my other radios. It's insane. So anyway, guys, that was it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is Clay Ranger 143 wishing you an early Merry Christmas. Signing out along with
Helamella WX.
and me and Helamella. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.